donate some money to the fund as well. So I know that I've been trying really hard to look directly into the camera because that is, a rookie mistake to look at myself in the screen rather than into the camera. But during the video, I'm going to have to look at my screen a little bit while reading it and when I'm typing. So you're also going to get some nice typing noises, but you might not get my full eye contact for the whole video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start my screen record. And so now it's screen recording, and I'm going to open up Chrome. And I'm going to input the screen right over here. So the fund that I'm going to be talking about is called the Brooklyn Community Bail Fund, and I think it's pretty awesome. So I'm going to read their homepage. Brooklyn Community Bail Fund is committed to challenging racism, inequality, injustice of criminal legal system and immigration and deportation regime that disproportionately target and harm low-income communities of color. As a New York State chartered charitable bail fund since 2015, BCBF has paid bail for nearly 5,000 presumptively innocent New Yorkers, effectively securing over 750 years of freedom for clients who would have otherwise have been sent to Rikers while awaiting trial because they could not afford even small amounts of bail. And just for context, I'm choosing this fund in particular because I live in New York, and specifically Brooklyn, and I want to give back to, the community that I live in. Since 2018, BCBF's New York Immigration Freedom Fund program has paid over $3 million in immigration bond to secure the freedom of more than 400 immigrant New Yorkers from ICE detention and reunite them with their families and communities. But we know that paying bail alone cannot solve the problem. That's why BCBF is committed to challenging wealth-based detention in all forms and proud to serve as an incubator of high-impact initiatives, often in partnership with other community-based organizations that target legislative policy reform and systems change. Awesome. And I'm going to read also about us. Our mission. Brooklyn Community Bail Fund secures the freedom of New Yorkers who would otherwise be detained pre-trial due to their poverty alone. We are committed to challenging the criminalization of race, poverty, and immigration status, the practice of putting price on fundamental rights, and the persistent myth that bail is a necessary element of the justice system. Leveraging our groundbreaking work as a charitable bail fund, BCBF joined with other community-based organizations, immigration advocates, and legal services providers to form New York Immigrant Freedom Fund Program, or NYIFF. Operated by BCBF, the NYIFF program secures the freedom of New Yorkers held in ICE detention who cannot afford to pay bond. So, seems pretty awesome. And like I've said, I've actually already donated to this fund before. I've heard of this fund before, but I just wanted to do it again for all of you to see it as well. And I'm also going to read about some of their impact. So, first off, over 4,000 individuals served. We have kept over 4,000 New Yorkers out of jail, individuals who are presumptively innocent and who had never been jailed for their poverty alone or compelled to plead guilty just to go home. Fairer jail, but specifically right now due to COVID. And there's not a proper level of sanitation in these prisons, and there's really inhumane conditions, and people are at higher risk who are either incarcerated or in jails or in immigrant detention centers to contract coronavirus. So it's another thing to think about. So right now I'm gonna donate, and I've already donated before, so I'm worried that all my information is gonna auto-populate. So I'm just gonna have to blank that out so you all don't see it. Alright, now we're gonna get some typing noises. And I'm just gonna be transparent and let you know that I'm going to be donating right now $20 for a one-time payment. And my name is Eric, and I actually am going to type this, and I'm thinking right now how I'm going to edit this. Typing really is one of my favorite triggers. It really triggers my ASMR. So I hope you enjoy. Awesome. Thank you for your recent contribution to the Brooklyn Community Bail Fund. The Brooklyn Community Bail Fund is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Your contribution is tax deductible to the extent allowed by law. No goods or services were provided in exchange for your generous financial donation. Awesome. Alright, so now I'm going to move back to the center. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching, and if you are interested in subscribing for more leftist type content, you can subscribe below and click the little bell notification because it'll tell you whenever I post a new video. I've been posting quite a lot lately, but I'm at least wanting to be posting twice a week is my goal, but I've been posting more than that lately. And I will also put the link to the Brooklyn Community Bail Fund in the description box of this video if you are interested in, contributing some of your money to that fund, because that would be really amazing as well. And comment with any suggestions of different funds that I could donate to, or potentially any of my other viewers could donate